What's up? What's up, good people? You caught me right before I out to the gym. I'm Batman and Superman combined. Ah. Ah. So anyway, let's talk about it, shall we? Skibby. Let's talk about this movie and its title, The Dangerous Minds. Sound like a very interesting title. Too bad the movie weren't as was as interesting as the title. uh, it's another one of these teen books that come around and people watch it and they go, wow, what is this? This is the new happening thing, Darkest Minds. And when you see it, you're like, wow, this is what it is. This is what's going on. This is what's fresh. And I guess there was some type of alien invasion or where something happened. They can't even explain a phenomenon where all the kids just started to die. And those who didn't die and survived it, they picked up special powers. And those was either green, which means that you were very smart and you were considered safe. Then they had levels like red, orange. Orange and yellow was red and orange were the two dangerous. Orange people, they can create, control people's minds, and they're very rare. So it's like two oranges on the planet, and and it's just a mess. It's another one of these teen bopper movies where you got the mixed kid, the Asian kid, the black guy, and the white guy, all going on this mission. They're all these kids who were kept on these camps. They got to escape, and now it's time to lead a revolution, fighting the government. I've just seen this. What is the difference, except for they gave them special powers from like Twilight? The best thing about these films, the Maze series, got it right. That's the only difference. The Maze Runner, they got it right. Okay, teens fighting the government, they don't have any special really abilities whatsoever. It's the same story, basically. They kept these kids in isolation. Right. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm sitting there watching all these kids that was in isolation, and they come up and I'm like, this is the same story. Basically, it's the Maze Runner. They're trying to find a cure for something. So they're trying to use these kids to do it. In this scenario, you're watching a movie that you really are bored with because you're seeing it before, and the acting is so terrible, and they're trying to make it dramatic. They're speeding along, and I'm like, now they try to make a love story with this guy and girl, and it's forced, and it just don't fit. None of this fits, and everybody's like, "This is thrilling." I'm like, "Thrilling? Who paid you to say that?" These people, they did Stranger Things in The Arrival. Well, this didn't arrive. Okay, this was just really, some books are not made to be translated into film, and this is probably one of those moments. The Darkest Minds is part of this Alexandria Bracken series where she got what Never Fade and In the Afterlight and all this that's supposed to explain more of who they are. I'm not interested in going to see the the other two follow-ups that come after this. I don't think this does very well. The people that was in there watching it, I mean, this thing has jumped the shark already. We have to stop with these. They didn't even finish the Divergent series because it was a joke. It was supposed to be a two-part series. They said, cut this off. Cut this off. We're done. This thing's done. We can't continue with this no more. The Divergent series, all this stuff. Like, which one is a divergent? The government, they're trying to house. It's the same stuff. They got to grow, okay? The Twilight era came and went. All right. The Hunger Games came and went. We are done. Okay. The Maze Runner is the best of that book series. We have to stop with these teenage kids and the government. Okay. We've seen this over and over again, and people are tired. They have shown you, they've tried to relaunch all of these different book series. They come out with one. One was really good, and they didn't even follow up with that because it didn't even make any money. So it's time to stop. Now, is this movie watchable? I give it 1.5 stars out of 4. It was really not that good to me. It's really predictable all the way through. You know what's going to happen at the end. You know how the fallout and everything is going to appear and what's going to actually happen in the, you know, situations. So, are you interested in seeing The Darkest Fire? Have you seen it? Did I watch the Viking series? No, I don't smoke weed. That series is for people who get really drunk and high. They sit back, turn on, and watch Vikings. They be sitting there blasted and high. Kill Bear! Get him! I like this show. No, I don't watch Vikings. Not at all. Somebody else said it was well written too. I watched one episode and I saw blood hit the screen. Somebody was, ah! I'm like, what is he doing? Why did he do that? He's a Viking. I was like, oh, okay. I know what I'm in for. I watched that episode. It was not very well written. So it's hard to judge a series off one episode, but from watching that episode, I'm like, I'd rather watch God. These Vikings is just a little too much for me. It's better than Gotham. What? I'm out. You just did shut this whole thing down. I'm done.